A while ago, in the control room where all the martial saints were, the screen began to show the live broadcast of Lu Sheng standing in front of Xing Yukong and his men. The attention of all the martial saints was fixed on the screen. They began to observe our boy in silence. Among the martial saints was also Tang Zhongyu, who began to stroke his beard, and his eyes widened with curiosity since he did not know who the warrior was that dared to face his subordinates. The man wearing glasses began to smile and mentioned that the expert under Marshal Saint Zhongyu's command seemed to be among the top 10 in the previous competition. According to him, his strength was not bad at all. Zheng Yu's eyes widened with seriousness and her gaze fixed on Xing Yukong. With a sincere expression, she revealed that 10 years ago, she had seen Xing Yukong for the first time. According to her, his ability was slightly inferior to Tang Ji's, but his talent and intuition were superior. She couldn't help but admit that nowadays, even Tang Ji was no match for him. Upon hearing this, Lin Wanwen, who was behind her, couldn't help but go into shock. Her eyes filled with surprise and her jaw dropped. While everyone was waiting for the confrontation between Lu Sheng and Xing Yukong to begin, Lin Wanwen started observing her mother. She remembered that Tang Ji was her mother's principal disciple, almost 100 years old and possessing unparalleled strength. She couldn't believe that her mother had actually said that Tang Ji was no match for Xing Yukong. To her, this was truly astonishing. Lin Wanwen's eyes expanded in confusion. She approached her mother and with a curious expression asked if Xing Yukong was really that strong. Upon hearing her daughter's voice, Zheng Yu came out of her thoughts and her gaze fixed on Lin Wanwen. She began to ponder in silence. Her eyes filled with seriousness, she turned around, started staring at Lin Wanwen, and revealed that Xing Yukong's strength was beyond comparison to Tang Ji's. After all, Xing Yukong was the most valued disciple of Tang Zhongyu. On the island, the situation was escalating. The woman wearing glasses clenched her fists and began to observe our boy in silence. Xing Yukong's eyes widened with fury. He clenched his fists and took on an offensive stance, ready to fight. While on the other side, the others stepped back, knowing that this battle was not theirs. For Zheng Yu, it would not be surprising if one day Xing Yukong reached level 9. Xing Yukong's rival, Liu Shen, remained calm and began to observe them with a serene expression. Even though she did not know our boy well, she knew that he was Harold's nephew, but no matter how strong he was, according to her, he was not at Xing Yukong's level. Xing Yukong took the initiative, jumped up, and with an expression full of rage, struck our boy with a fierce punch to the chest. Zheng Yu closed her eyes and sighed. She knew that Liu Shen was alone and thought he was unlucky since this time he had come across the strongest warriors of Ming Yudeng. According to her, the result of this battle was clear. Lin Wanwen's eyes widened in surprise. She placed her hand on her mother's shoulder and with a shocked expression, began pointing at the screen and asked her to look. Feeling her daughter's hand, she opened her eyes and with a confused expression asked why she was so surprised. The screen began to show the result of the battle. With our boy smiling and holding his opponent by the head, Xing Yukong was lying on his knees on the ground, his eyes full of exhaustion, bleeding from his mouth, with torn clothes and the mark of Liu Shen's palm on his chest. Zheng Yu's attention was fixed on the screen, and her eyes widened in surprise and fear. She couldn't help but go into shock, not knowing what was happening or how Xing Yukong had been defeated. Lin Wanwen, who was pointing at the screen with her finger, turned to her mother and, with a confused expression, asked why Xing Yukong was kneeling. Zheng Yu, who was still in shock, remained paralyzed trying to understand the situation. Xing Yukong's eyes turned white and he lost consciousness. Liu Shen's eyes widened with joy. He let go of his head and began to observe him in silence. Lin Wanwen asked her mother if Xing Yukong was really the best warrior of Ming Yudeng. The same one her mother said had strength superior to that of brother Tang Ji and was going to reach level 9. Marshal Saint Zheng Yu remained silent, not knowing what to say to her daughter. Her eyes filled with tranquility, she crossed her arms and, with a sincere expression, admitted she had been wrong, explaining that she had misjudged Xing Yukong. According to her, Harold's nephew was impressive, one could say extremely powerful. Lin Wanwen put her hand over her chest and did not say a single word. The martial saint, who had a scar on his eye and a robotic arm, with a surprised expression, asked the others if they had seen the fight. According to him, it had been incredible. The other martial saints remained silent, back on the island. With an excited smile, Liu Shen began attacking all the warriors who refused to hand over their energy crystals. He attacked one of them with a fierce punch to the chest. The poor man could do nothing and began screaming in agony. Seeing our boy's power, the martial saints were in shock and could not believe that there was really someone so powerful in this competition. In an instant, our boy collected a large number of energy crystals that were floating in the sky. Liu Shen's eyes widened with joy, and with an exciting smile, he raised his hand, giving the order for all the crystals to rise. He started pointing at the sky and used his power, causing the small energy crystals to begin gathering into a giant energy crystal. The attention of the nearby warriors was fixed on the precious energy crystals. Their jaws dropped and their eyes widened in confusion since no one knew what was happening. In the control room were Fiona and her father. Cumberland began staring at Liu Shen with a furious expression, clenched his teeth, and couldn't help but wonder what our boy had planned to do. Fiona's eyes, who was next to him, widened in surprise. She couldn't help but blush, causing her jaw to drop. Zhenyu's attention was fixed on Liu Shen, and with a serious gaze, she realized that he planned to attract everyone toward him. She couldn't believe that Harold's nephew wanted to do something so dangerous. The small energy crystals formed a giant crystal in the sky, attracting the attention of the crows. Liu Shen began to gaze at the ground and started walking. The martial saints realized that he wanted to become the only king of this world's sect competition. Cumberland put his arms behind his back and began to observe our boy in silence. Fiona's eyes began to shine with joy. She turned towards her father and with a confident smile said that she had already made her decision. Our boy closed his eyes and a confident smile spread across his face, and Fiona revealed that Liu Shen was the life partner she had always dreamed of. The floating energy crystal caught the attention of all the warriors, and in the blink of an eye, hundreds of warriors descended from the sky, landing in the sea, being a gathering of elites. The fat man could not help but clench his teeth and feel furious. He cursed Liu Shen under his breath for having caught Fiona's attention. The man with the ponytail began to stare at Liu Shen with a gaze full of rage. His eyes widened in confusion as he did not know where he had gotten so many energy crystals from. In a matter of seconds, the area was filled with warriors, and while the energy crystal was floating in the air, Liu Shen sat calmly on the surface of the sea as if he were at a picnic. Everyone's attention was fixed on him, realizing that he had done this on purpose to attract everyone's attention. They were furious upon seeing Liu Shen's arrogant attitude. Our boy rested his head on his fist, closed his eyes, and couldn't help but smile upon seeing that so many warriors had been drawn in. He opened his eyes, and his gaze expanded with joy since, apart from the dojos and the army, the great sects of all factions were also here. He decided to wait a little longer. The gaze of one of the men fixed on him with a furious he admitted that Liu Shen had guts but advised him to hand over the energy crystals, promising that for Fiona's sake, they would let him go. A wicked smile spread across the warriors' faces. One of them began staring at Liu Shen, extended his hand, and started releasing martial fire. His eyes began to shine with malice. And with an arrogant smile, he explained that he didn't know where Liu Shen had gotten so many energy crystals from. Seeing that he had dared to attract their attention made him realize that he had never heard of the Black Hand before. The marshals were also present. The marshal of the north began to observe Liu Shen, and with a suspicious expression mentioned that something was not right, since not even they dared to face so many people at once. The eyes of the marshal of the west filled with hatred. He could not believe that Harold's nephew dared to do this, without knowing if he had some hidden plan. The marshal of the south simply began to observe Liu Shen in silence. Just then, our boy raised his finger and began to release thunder. He stood up, and using his power, broke the energy crystal into pieces, leaving everyone in shock. The energy crystal shattered and began to fall to the ground. Liu Shen's eyes widened with excitement. And with a confident smile, he gave the order to everyone to challenge him, defeat him, and kill him if they had the guts. He grabbed one of the energy crystals with his hand. And with an arrogant expression, revealed that if he was defeated, they could keep all the energy crystals. Liu Shen's plan worked, and the warriors' eyes filled with hatred as their gazes fixed on him. They clenched their fists and, with a murderous gaze, decided to kill him. The bald man and the orange-haired man drew their daggers, jumped, and with a smile lunged at Liu Shen. The bald man stuck out his tongue and revealed that they were the Razor Twins, subordinates of the martial saint of the Rose from the Eagle Kingdom. As they were slowly approaching, Liu Shen began to look at the ground. Then, he activated his divine power, causing his body to release a powerful wave of energy, which sent the Razor Twins flying into the sky. The attention of one of Dong Shengyi's team members was fixed on them. He was in shock upon seeing that the Razor Twins, ranked among the top 5, had been sent flying without even being able to touch Liu Shen. Dong Shengyi's eyes widened in surprise and his jaw dropped. He didn't know what was happening. He turned around, and his eyes filled with fear. He couldn't help but panic and started to sweat, asking his men while Liu Shengyi's eyes were shining with malice. He reached out to the sky and began gathering energy, preparing to unleash a powerful attack. After charging energy, he forcefully swung his hand towards Dong Shengyi and the others, launching a powerful slash of electric energy. The attack was so fast and powerful that they had no time to react. The attack successfully struck, making the warriors' bodies fly away. They opened their mouths and started bleeding. No one could believe that Liu Shengyi was so strong. Our boy attacked again, causing a powerful blast of electric energy to descend from the sky onto the warriors, creating a great explosion of energy. Many of Dong Shengyi's men had fallen. He placed his hand on his chest, turned around, and his eyes filled with fear, knowing that if it hadn't been for his prudence and if he had gone directly for Liu Shen, he wouldn't have been able to dodge the attack. While Liu Shengyi's body was surrounded by energy, he began to gaze toward the ground in silence. Dong Shengyi's gaze fixed on him. He couldn't help but be in shock since, according to him, Liu Shengyi was not an arrogant madman. He knew this was a trap. He wanted to catch them all in one strike. This was like moths throwing themselves into the fire. Just then, someone behind him fell to their knees on the ground and, while their body trembled, began coughing up blood. Dong Shengyi turned around and upon seeing this, he couldn't help but feel worried. It was his master Tang Ji who, with his body trembling, revealed that an enemy like Liu Shengyi was invincible and begged him to flee. Dong Shengyi clenched his fists and with a worried expression began to ponder in silence. Liu Shengyi's eyes began to shine with malice and with an arrogant smile. He activated his mental power and asked if they really wanted to flee. He used his power, making a giant wave appear around the area. Compared to it, the warriors were like ants. Seeing this, the warriors' eyes widened in fear and their jaws dropped in shock, realizing that this was a water barrier formed by psychic energy. The other man put his hands on his cheeks and couldn't help but go into shock upon seeing that Liu Shengyi was also a master of mental energy. Tang Ji's attention was fixed on the wave and his eyes filled with terror. He knew that a barrier of this magnitude could not even be created by a level 9 martial saint. Liu Shengyi appeared behind him, placed his hand on his shoulder, and while his eyes were shining, he began to smile. He asked if they really thought they could leave without leaving something behind. Feeling our boy's presence, Tang Ji swallowed hard, knowing that something bad was about to happen. Seeing this, Dong Shengyi couldn't help but panic and his eyes widened with concern. Tang Ji did not lose his composure and, while sweating, asked Dong Shengyi not to come closer, promising to stop Liu Shengyi and asking him to flee. Dong Shengyi couldn't help but feel confused and took several steps back. Liu Shen grabbed Tang Ji tightly by the head and asked if he had just said that he was going to stop him. Our boy's eyes began to shine, and with a penetrating look, he asked who had given him so much confidence, questioning whether it had been Lin Zhengyu. Upon feeling this, Tang Ji's eyes filled with fear and terror, making him sweat. He knew better than anyone that this was nothing good. This is the end of the video. If you guys want to see the next part, so subscribe to our channel, share the video, and like.